I'm in Adobe Lightroom here, and I'm just looking at all the photos I took. You can see each shot is a set of bracketed images. So this is one shot where the camera took 5 photos in sequence, each with different shutter speed, so they have different exposures. This is a house in Garibaldi on the Oregon coast, and this was supposed to be this was a Twilight shoot. The realtor wanted me to go there and catch photos of the house during sunset, but you can see it was cloudy, so I'm gonna have to kind of fake a sunset sky in there and make it look a little bit better. I gotta decide. I'm only gonna do the virtual Twilight on a couple of these. I gotta pick which ones to do. The rest of them, I'm gonna try to make it look like it's daytime. Yeah, it's hard to pick one. Let's just start editing these, see what happens here. Start with the first set of photos. I'm gonna pick these 3 exposures here and blend them together. So I'm gonna go to Photo Merge and HDR. All right, so that's the blended photo. It's creating it. There it is. This might make a good Twilight photo to edit. Let's try it. Why not? All right, the first thing I need to do is open this up in Photoshop. So these windows, I want to make them look like they're all lit up, like all the lights are on the inside, and so the light's coming out through the window. So I need to sort of mask all the windows. So I'm going to select the windows here kind of roughly. It's kind of tedious, but it's got to be done. I'm just drawing a path over the windows here. But there's this, you can see there's this trellis in front of the window. I don't want the trellis to be all lit up. Doesn't need to be perfect. I can go in and fine tune it later. This one's already got a decent amount of light in it, so I don't know, I might have to adjust this one. We'll see what happens. This is tough because it's behind the bushes. So I'll probably have to do lots of adjustment on this one and this one here. Shoot. Right. So I'm going to select all these shapes that I just created and create a new adjustment layer. Let's see what kind of adjustment layer. Solid color. There you can see they've all turned white, but I want it to be kind of a yellowish orange color. Something like that. And then change the blend mode. Let's turn off all these shapes here. It's down here. Change the blend mode to linear dodge. So that's looking a little bit better. And then just adjust the opacity. Something like that. Kind of looks like the lights are on in there, right? Okay, so that's the windows. The next thing I want to do is replace the sky with like a sunset sky. This part's pretty cool. Let's delete these shapes. Well, actually, let's save them. We'll just group them together. So in Photoshop, sky replacement is pretty damn easy. So I want like a sunset or, you know, some sort of twilight sky. Hopefully I've got a good one in here. Photoshop is trying to select the sky and then replace it. Right now it's taking a while. Okay, so you can see it just swapped in this blue sky, but I want it to be a sunset of some kind. Let's see what this looks like. I mean, that's not bad, but that's a little too over the top. I might go with that one. Let's see. That's okay. That's not bad. Alright, here we go, sunsets. That's kind of cool. Man, it's gonna be hard to pick one here. That's pretty good. It's not too over the top. I can make it pop a little bit more. That's just too boring. I think those are my options. I thought I had more than that. I mean, that's not horrible either. All right, well, let's see. Let's try this one. I mean, that already looks like a Twilight shot. It's looking really good. I want to try to brighten up the sky a little bit. So let's do a camera raw filter on just the sky. All right, so just bump up the contrast a little bit. Bring up the whites a little bit. There, that's looking better. That's all I want to do there. Boom. Okay, so there's the sky. Here's the windows. Let's adjust the windows a little bit more. What else could we do here? Let's see what happens if we try to make it look more like a little darker in the foreground here. So I'm gonna do a new adjustment layer. This time I'm gonna use color lookup. Color lookup. And then select load 3D LUT. And choose night from day and see what happens. Okay, wow, that's drastic. Definitely bring this opacity down to like 30%, something like that. I'm not sure if I like that. What do you think? That does look a little bit more like nighttime. I'll go with that. Maybe I could decrease the intensity of that in areas using the brush tool. Increase the size of the brush. Make it pretty soft. Put the flow down. I don't know, much further. Just kind of brush it in the house here a little bit. Okay, that was too intense. Let's bring the opacity down also. Okay, that's better. It's not bad. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna call this one good. Let's just merge, you know what, let's just save this as is. Might need to edit it later. Bring it back into Lightroom and make some final adjustments. Alright, back into Lightroom. I want to crop in a little bit. I don't want too much street. Shot, that's pretty good. Let's just do an auto adjustment here. See what happens. Nah, okay. I'll just do some fine tuning adjustments here. I'll bring up the whites a little bit more. Bring down the blacks. Make it pop. Okay, that's looking really good. So here's what we started with. And this is what we ended with. I like that. That's a nice looking fake Twilight shot there. Let's export that.